go live. This me. Okay. All right. So I'm live. Hey. There we go. It's nice to see things working. My Twitter just went and did what it was supposed to do. Maybe I'll eventually get my Reddit stuff going. Anyway, thank you to Camise UK, Rat Milk, what a name. That's an interesting one. Or Moncon for the follows, and then I gotta give a shout out to Afralis for the raid yesterday, which was quite lovely. Afralis 6. And if you're wondering why I'm moving around quick weirdly, I have a Sherry who has decided that it is fun to sit in front of my computer and obstruct. She's an obstructionist. She's quite good at it. She's an obstructive thing. So today I want to work on... Why is this always signing itself out? I don't get it. Today I want to work on DDA homes. We started with the contest homes yesterday. We went to Sparrowhawk's home, and I want to do the rest of them. So if you missed Sparrowhawk's home, you may want to you'll catch that one separately, either through the stream, or you might want to go in person, because I think that that Sparrowhawk stuff it's going to take a lot of time to go through. It's worth it though. Hey Aya. All right, open and potato. Feel free to join in. All right, settings, add-ons. Turn off those markers. Oh, so many steps. So many steps. There. Oh, I love the EHT. Once again, and I'm going to say this only once per stream, as much as possible. If anyone sees Cardinal05, please tell him to contact me and then let me know that you did that, because he is missing from our lives. So we did Sparrow Blossoms yesterday. Let's do Godolias. I may have done this one too. Huh. Hundings, let's see. I can spell, really, I can. Gado. No, I did their water sedge. So, something... These are art homes, and it was to be interpreted in whatever way you wanted to. So, you know, in some places it's going to be really clear that they made an art piece, and in other places I think they took the inspiration more lightly. It doesn't really matter. It's just we're all just enjoying the art. I did my PvP. It was just freaking awful. Awful. I had a worse time than I've had in a while. Hey, Indril. This is Godolia's Hundings. We got lady trees. Usually people aren't that awful. I actually did something I'm a little ashamed of. I actually sent somebody an in-game mail telling him to stop ganking me. Look at that! It's like a centipede. I guess we aren't going in the front door. You just go up. That's wild. A centipede. Yeah. Cat's trying to break in. Ah, invisible wall is invisible wall. Smartly used. Is this to stop us from going anywhere? Okay, so we're supposed to just look. This appears to be a diorama that we're just supposed to look at, I'm guessing. Okay. Very nice. There's Miri on top. Larenth and Keldora and Izabi, and I think that's somebody in prison down there. Stop fighting each other. Okay. You hear this? They do not like, there is major drama here. There was an attack between them yesterday. Hear the hissing? He's not even in the room and she's hissing at him. This is my life now. If I missed anything, Godolia, please tell me. I will go back, as usual. So I did that. I did my writs. And then the goals today are stream, do another index, exercise, try to log my eating. That one's less of an imperative for the day. And do some real life work for my job. Not necessarily in order of importance, but those are the things I want to do. Honestly, streaming makes me more money than my real job, and that's not saying much. I would get another job, but I know I wouldn't be able to do it with my health. Toasties! Earthtear. Anyone want some cats? I would divest myself of some for you. I've decided I adore everybody in the housing community even more than usual. You guys are great. Oh, I've seen this. This was lovely. This is art for sure. Totes has made. I think the last time I went to go see this, it was back when they had the multi-threading glitching so that crystals would sparkle funny. But now it doesn't do that. So we've got, you know, I'm actually kind of surprised that all of these layers of rendering actually work to change things so much. Like, it's really kind of surprises me that it doesn't glitch out or something, because you've got like so many layers manipulating one another, especially in here, right? I do think this is beautiful. I've seen this. We've toured it, but it's just a quickie. Ah, see, I love that. I never would have thought to use blue stems, right? Totes is so good. She really is. I adore you guys. You're all such lovely humans. Hello, Gothic. Yeah, a potato is open. Feel free to enter. Don't feel bad about it. I'm gonna give the money away to people no matter what. So you might as well cash in and get a little bit. The money isn't gonna stay in my pocket, so use it or lose it. Or I lose it. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, I know some of you have already seen all of these. I apologize. Good morning, Kivrin. But I like to give them the attention that they deserve. I'm way behind on other homes. Cheerio. Magnifico. I think I've seen this. I may have seen this, but I'm gonna change how I look. So I'm not like 2000s girl anymore. Although, you know, that's more accurate than what I am now. whatever I am now. Now I'm a garlic. Ah, yes, I did see this. We spent quite a bit of time on this one prior. It's a house on all sides, and it's very confusing and headache-inducing. But you should check it out if you haven't. We have. Actually, let me just look at the email and see if it would be faster to just... General Mittens, mournoth. Okay. We'll go to General Mittens. This is mournoth. Which I have apparently not seen before. I updated in the Discord ideas for aquatics and reskins. I've been keeping on top of that. I'm on Twitch, Twitter rather, if you wish to follow me. I don't know. I tried to change my name to Stabbity Doom, but it doesn't work. But let me type it in. All right. That's me. Okay, I won't be a garlic anymore. What do I want to be? I'll be just a chick with glasses. All right. So this is General Mittens. And I hope I'm supposed to go in up here. Did they close off downstairs? I can't figure out what I'm doing. Let's go up in. You're lazying? Oh! Oh, God. That's beautiful. Man, I feel like a slacker these days. Wow. All of them are just so amazing. These houses. Maybe you've been here. It looks like a mountain to me with... I know what it is. Maybe. There's Azura up on the mountain. Maybe this is High Hrothgar. But I don't know what the castle would be then. Interesting. I think it's very nicely done. I've seen a couple of murals these days. It's become a more popular thing to do. Allie's cyrodilic. No, you've been exploring different stuff though lately. You've been all over the place. That last build of yours was very dark, and that's not like you. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. That's really well done. I know you do everything, but I'm saying... Wow, it's even works from other angles. That your stuff isn't usually dark. You know, it is hard to get like actual shapes to work. They don't usually. Let me show you what I mean. Now granted, I did this a very long time ago, but shapes with the things that we have in ESO can be very difficult. and I tried to make a wolf, and it was interesting. Yes. See, I tried to make a wolf. This was like one of my first builds years ago. He used to have 2 eyes, but I stole the eye for something else. I should just buy another one and stick it in. But you get the idea. They don't come out so slick looking. Oh, okay. Collectra barbed hook. Cat, you're in the way. You're in the way. Yes, go play with the pen you just knocked on the floor, jerk. Well, you've been busy. Nothing wrong with that. All right. I put tea. You know, you're only human. You can only do so much. So this is a barbed hook. Hard to do a second floor. Raid guide. Who do you want to raid to? Who you want to raid to? Oh, paints. Paint drops. Oh no! Oh no, that's adorable. Oh my gosh. So cute. That's a funny. I appreciate a funny. No. But it's okay. You just lost your points. That's all right. Sorry. I thought I had removed that. Because I was going to remove that so that no one made that mistake anymore, because it doesn't really work the way I wanted it to. And I don't know. I just don't have a lot of things that I can do. Yeah. I don't have a lot of things that I can do. Manage goals? No. Yeah, I think you'll be alright. Seeing as I don't have anything. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. But I wanted to get rid of that. That one. Okay. Who was next? Venetian twin arches. I may have been to that too. I was. We went to that yesterday. That was the drinking with a artist. Yeah, beer with a painter. That was close. So we don't need to do that one again. We did that one last night. And then different size Cheerio, Silent Magnifico we went to, didn't we? Yeah, I'm rereading things. Sparrow Blossom we did yesterday. Calarac Psijic. Okay. If you have a question that you want to give, you want me to give an answer to for life advice, you know I'm always up for that. No other point in getting old other than figuring out how to make things work in your life. Hey, Fjar'dar. Okay. But, alright. Let's try to figure this out. Oh, I see. There's a lot of art in here. Okay, this is like different ways of making art. Here's glass blowing. There's pottery. I don't know what that is. Other than sometimes shining lights in a way that's art making. Painting, obviously. I don't know what this is. Maybe a sundial? Oh, no, it's a dragon. Shooting fire. It's like a bunch of different art creations. Well, your own expectations or other people's? That's cute. Because if it's other people's, fuck them. But your own expectations? I don't know, because I've achieved mine. And then I got sick. And it wasn't all it was cracked up to be, either way. It was, oh, I love the little buck teeth. It was horrible, actually, becoming a lawyer. Actually, becoming a lawyer was hard. Being a lawyer was what broke me. And I don't know that it's something I would recommend to anyone else. But anyway, I did become successful, making decent money as a lawyer. I put myself through that. I created all the debt myself. That was me. I got my goals. I achieved them. They were horrible. They're horrible. Sometimes achieving your goals isn't fun. I don't know. No, but I didn't think that, that's adorable. I didn't think that my job was going to be as painful as it was, right? Maybe my job would have been more fulfilling. The career, the profession would have been more fulfilling. Look at the face coming out of the wall. Had I been in a better situation than the ones I ended up in, but I just think that entire profession sucks. I wanted to find satisfaction and fulfillment through it, and I didn't. There's something like eyes up there too. They just stuck lights on parts of it that look like faces. See? There's little blue lights. Well, it wasn't like I was planning on constantly looking for a new job. What I wanted to do was find some place that I was happy in and stay there for a while. Lawyers can do that. But I went to what works out to be like 4 or 5 different places. Some of them in quick succession just because they didn't work out or whatever. And it just ended up being... So this is an artist sculpting. It ended up being cruel, painful, awful. Summoning circles? Is that a kind of art? Summoning? Oh, no way. Sorry. I guess what I'm saying is that sometimes expectations have to change with new information. That's all you can ever do. Just be willing to adapt your expectations. Bedrooms. Why bedrooms? It was an enormous cat tower. You know, because there's always something you're not expecting. I didn't expect to get cancer, right? RA. Didn't expect for my marriage to fall apart. I didn't expect my jobs to be so abusive and cruel and pretty much illegal about what they tried to do. I didn't count on any of it. I didn't realize that people were going to take advantage of my nature to work hard. And I didn't realize that I was so broken from trauma as a child that I couldn't function in the real world. Which, frankly, I am broken as from my childhood trauma and unable to function in the real world. At least successfully. Yeah. My bosses did illegal things to me and to others. Had no qualms abusing my nature. And it's for the best that I don't have anything to do with them. This is wild, Calyrax. Hey, Masha. This is, let's look at Robin Dawn's Ample. Calyrax is always so creative. Oops. Mosaic Snail Whimsy. Looks like I was there over a year ago. Are you playing? Yes. I don't trust people anymore. Not in a work environment. I feel like they're always trying to be political and they never shoot straight from the hip and they will just take advantage of you if they can. I never used to be so cynical, but get into enough jobs that are gonna blindside you. Eventually you gotta start looking out for yourself. Look at the little guy here. Another art piece. Giant snail. The shell. There's just layers of snails upon snails. You see them? That's a big snail. There's another snail on top. Lots of itty bitty snails all over. That is a wise way to be. People will act like they're your friends at work. They are not. And that's a really hard thing to learn when you're incredibly lonely and still forming as a human being at a certain age. I really took people at face value, right? I really thought that people were as decent as they pretended to be. But then, I mean, I got set up, I got used, I got fired for things that weren't my fault. It was an awful situation. And my mistake wasn't necessarily anything that I did wrong. It was trusting and being open to letting people in and letting bosses, you know, do what they were gonna do, which is awful. And then the way that they treated me was not kind. You know, they used me. And I'm still broken over that. This is still adorable all these years later. I quit my job because I was going to kill myself. I literally was going to kill myself. I was going to go to the top of the building and jump off. That was after 10 years of being a lawyer and trying to find jobs and failing and getting fired and having problems and being a political scapegoat and being not fitting in, just being treated as if I was worthless because I wasn't, you know, for whatever reason, savvy at it. I was honest and straightforward and genuine, and that is not something you need to be a lawyer. And it hurt. But here I am, a hermit. Literally, I don't leave the house. You're right. And I did go to therapy. I went to therapy for, which house? Fjar'dar? Quantum. I went to therapy in California, the gallery. We're going back to that. We've seen it about a year ago. My marriage was falling apart, so I started going to a therapist, and of course all these issues came up. My husband refused to go, and it ended up not working. But up until the day that I left, I had a therapist, and it just, and a psychiatrist. But it didn't help. In the end, you know what helped? Leaving. Quitting, walking away. The very thing, the last thing I wanted to do was giving up. But I did, because somebody said to me, somebody who was in a lot of trouble career-wise, he ended up getting disbarred. He had a lot of problems, and still does, you know? But he likes to try to mentor people, and I guess he did a good job with me. Beautiful garden. Because he said, if you could have anything you wanted, where would you want to be in 10 years? And I told him. And he's like, just imagine it. Imagine you sitting in your room, working on something. What would that look like? And I told him. And he goes, and are you on the road to get there? And I realized I wasn't. I wasn't on the road to get there. I was on a totally different path. I was going on a path to try to become a high-powered attorney. That's not what I wanted. And he's like, well, there's your problem. I'm like, holy shit, he's right. Yeah, when I first moved out here, I would wake up at night screaming. My husband tells me. I remember it. Night after night. I was so traumatized and so fucked up that, because I mean, I was always afraid and had to take on so much responsibility despite being afraid. So this is like a gallery, because I kept getting beaten on. I like these shelves. And I never knew when the other shoe was gonna drop. And finally moved to Wisconsin and told my ex-husband, I'm out. I need to get out of here, and I need to get over you since we're done. And I'm not getting over you for as long as I live with you. And he accepted that. And then the second thing was, oh, look at the way she lit the paintings. Very smart. I knew that if I kept at my job, I was going to kill myself. So I figured, okay, I'll move out to Wisconsin and I'll become a lawyer here. Thank you. And do that. And I did. Started to. What actually happened, though, was I got out here and my health took such a turn for the worse, that I ended up, look at the little signs underneath, I ended up not being able to practice anymore. Luckily, the man who was the one who got away, my now husband, was like, I'll take care of you. I'm very lucky that I have a man like that. because I can't function anymore. I don't know what I would have done without him, but luckily I don't have to find out. And luckily it's genuine and I really do love him. He's a very competent and capable person. Which house of yours, Dado? He didn't need me. Potentates, we've been there. Let's take a look when. We'll pop our head in, but we've seen it. And sometimes I feel guilty about it, the fact that he's doing that. But I think he enjoys taking care of someone to an extent. And I know I give him something, whatever it is, something that he didn't have. Otherwise he wouldn't be happy, and he seems to be happy. Happy Monday as well. Yeah, Mr. Potato is the best thing that ever happened to me in my life. No question. I met him when I was 19. And I was a young girl and I was cute and I had the future in front of me and I was excited about it and I had no idea what I was in for. Not a clue. I'm not going to talk about this one much because we have toured it and it is on stream before. I'm just giving it a look-see. I miss my 19. I miss being healthy. I miss being able to walk for miles. I miss being bright and not cynical and excited and having potential in front of me instead of, this is beautiful, behind me. It's true. I was in better shape. I was healthier. I could and did walk for miles. I would love hiking. And then I got older and I'm still having a hard time accepting that this is what aging is like. Because it's terrible. I'm like, really? Is the best thing that I can say it's better than the alternative? Is that really the best thing that I can say about getting older? There has to be something more to it that's worthwhile. You know, I just see it like a diminished version of myself. I mean, maybe I'm more wise and more experienced and whatever, but what the hell good does that do? I don't get it. Why? Why? I can't figure out how to get into that. I must have been into it before. So, of course, I've read books on this about aging, and I've tried to get help with it, but I'm still stuck in this time of feeling worthless, or at least less worth than I had when I was capable. And I think that's something that goes along with being disabled for many people. I often think about that. Why do you think I was suicidal? I thought, that's true, and I've heard people say that, Ollie, you're right. That is one of the benefits, and I shouldn't knock it. But I think the thing is that I never really cared all that much. So for me, it's not that much of a change. Certainly have more tools in my tool belt to deal with life, but what does that matter when I'm a hermit? I don't go anywhere. Ashgard. I protect myself on purpose. I'm a fragile thing. Ashgard. What house is this, Ashgard? 23 moonsugar. I'm not sad. Don't take it that way. I'm not. I have questions, you know? Cat, can you move your butt? Oh yeah, I cut people out all the time. I keep people at a distance. I don't let them in emotionally. You know, it's funny, and as I was reading about this, there was a whole list of things that could be responses to trauma. And I was very traumatized as a kid, and certainly as I got older, but definitely as a kid. And one of them is keeping people at arm's length, keeping people distant, like you can't enjoy your time with them, kind of thing. Generally, except for my husband, I keep people at an arm's length. Oh yeah, I think it's very healthy, actually. Look at this castle. What a beauty. I think it's something we have to do in this world. Yeah, I'm totally fucking broken. And I'm okay being broken. It's all right. I just haven't found my new purpose, right? Growing up, your purpose is going to school. You don't have much choice in that. And then once you get out of school, it's like, you know, either you're going into a profession or a job type, like, you know, maybe you're going into HVAC or a fireman or whatever. Whatever you do, there's a learning period and becoming period. Either college or whatever. But then when you get to a certain point, that's not it anymore. You've made it, quote unquote. You're there. Then what? A lot of people have kids at that point. I really like this, but that isn't going to happen for me. And now as I get older and feel like a diminished version of myself, you got to find something else. And I haven't yet. So expectations, still managing them. All right, I really like this. The way that they did this with the multiple statues, it would have been fine just with the arches, but adding the statues is really nice. I like that a lot. Also, I like the shape. Building a castle is not as easy as I expected it to be. It was actually quite hard. Oh, look at that. That's quite lovely. Very elegant. I like your windows. I'm actually kind of lost in here. I'm not saying something, right? That's pretty. This is Ashgard. I don't know them. That's a fire hazard, but it's pretty. Yes, that's right. What Ollie said. Pretty kitchen with marble countertops too. Oh, and they did a different kind here. Doesn't that look nice? What are you linking, mister? Oh dear. This is my husband for you. He just sent us this in channel. Thanks, dear. He said, you're welcome. Just trying to help. And see, this is why I'm not an unhappy person, because even though I don't know what my purpose is and I feel like a diminished person and nothing is as what I expected it to be, I got that one. I got that guy. And he makes me smile and he makes me happy. So, it's him. I think they have a built-in moat. Sorry. I think I missed a stairway in the front. Maybe not. One stairway. No, that's it. I think this is it. Double checking though. Back tracing my steps. It's funny because I was talking to Soris. She and I have been texting back and forth about contests and stuff. And she mentioned some things going on in her life. And then she apologized for dumping on me. And I'm like, have you ever seen my stream? All I do is talk about myself. I'm perfectly okay getting dumped on, quote unquote. I mean, don't worry about it. That's not dumping on me. It's sharing. Don't worry about it. All right. Taiate's moonsugar. Well, Tiate rather, I should say. Moonsugar. Pearl earring. Sorry, I'm having trouble with my screen, fixing it. Now, I think this was the one that Woobin said was inspiring to him to do something in particular. Vermeer a la Tia, girl with a pearl earring. I see why. Holy shit. It's the eyes that get you, you know? And then when you notice the subtle colorings on the bottom, like made with flowers or... It's beautiful. Why is that? You think she'd like it, or because it's... Oh, yeah. Look at the little spots in the eyes of light reflecting off of the eyes. I bet you that's like a candle or something. Stunning. Ay, ay, ay. I know. I'm of the same opinion. WoW is right. I see why Woobin said what he said. It is amazing. I'm actually... That's what he said. He said it moved him. My lord. Longbeard Pirate and Dookie Dukes. Now, I know I visited Longbeard's house just to help someone get there. They were having trouble with portals. I'm going to be right back. I have to go to the restroom. Kitty in a cup. Oh, I don't know where she is now, though. Alright, let me change my finger. No longer a cookie. Now, I'm an Argonian. And you guys can see the kitty in a cup. Not Sherry in the cup. So this is a long-beard pirate. And I think they're one of the people who this looks like a Stargate to me, took the inspiration a little more loosely, which is to say, they don't have like an art piece, but this entire house is art. I could be wrong about that. That's just something I heard from the person I was helping get here. This is obviously a spaceship of some kind, and it's amazing. Kitties. And I am comfortable with the whole idea of people taking things whatever way they want for their builds, because I know I've taken things differently than others. In fact, sometimes I do it just to be contrary, because that's fun. And here's the engine. Okay, so this is living quarters, engine. This is really quite an interior, isn't it? You know what they should do? It would be fun if they did build the rest of it like a ship exterior, and then have a portal to go into it. It leads you here. I know Palimpsest did something like that, and I thought that was really cool. Palimpsest has a submarine, and when you enter the submarine, it portals you to another house, which is the interior, and it's really cool. It let him do a lot of really detailed work, right? Okay, the last one, I like this very much, Longbeard, is Dookie's snowglobe. Really? All right. It has been a long time since I've been a donut. But here I am. I'm a donut. Lag again. I was talking to my husband over the lag and the dropped frames. It could be some updates he put on my computer. So I don't know. But it's definitely started since then. Whoa. Oh, I do love when people do that in this house. This house you can build up so high, it's ridiculous. I love it. And let's head on in. Some sort of lab. And here's an indoor growing area. That was like a little bit of a stash of trash and storage. This is not a floor that's usually here. This was added. It's interesting. It's like I could see them doing RP in here, because it seems so lifelike in places. Like I'm really, you know, like having trash here and there or things stuck. Here we go. You could go even higher than this if you wanted to. Whoa, what did I just see? Crane. Blacksmith. Somebody's building an engine. Maybe they're building... Maybe this is a ship being built. It could be a ship being built. That is my guess. And there's something down there that looks like a graveyard. And that's a little... Alright, we'll go down and walk around because there's stuff down here. Goodness, how did they do this? Somebody's mining. How did they have this much space? Bless you. Wow. Hello, Azalea. I'm lost. I'm shocked that they were able to do this. Oops, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Stuff broke in and fell down. Okay, I feel like an idiot, but I don't get this one. I don't get what's going on in it. It's intriguing, but I don't get it. How the hell did they have the slots for this? There's the cemetery. I guess we're jumping down here to see what this is. Plop. I think this is just a chamber for crystals and stuff. Hi, Dissident. I don't think this is much like the other stuff from Dookie I've seen. This is very different. Anyway, I don't know. It's really interesting stuff, but I don't get it. Alright. We can do a couple of really old builds or big builds or something. We'll do Fjard's Seasonal Winter, Fjar'dar's Retreat, Antiquarian. And I'll be a party potato. I don't know if you guys are PvPing or if you want to watch PvP. But that's not me. Yeah, it was an insanely unique build. That is a really good way of putting it. It's like nothing I've seen before. And it's also enormous. When you think about being able to decorate the entire thing, it's crazy. Oh, look at that. Oh, cute. A little crafting area, but is self-enclosed over here. Hey, Serene. What's up, Serene? They're gonna have more cakes to add soon. The new one is not ugly, which is impressive. Here's the kitchen. All right, so they've done the dividing up of different crafts. It might be their crafting house. I think that that's something that I could do better than I did, and I would like to do better, because like it always amazes me when people are able to very distinctively do, here's my tailoring area, here's this, that, and it looks like one. Whereas I kind of stuck everything in one room and I kind of feel bad about it because it doesn't look very good. Very blue, double D, double die. Cheese! And this is their collection. What's up there? Yeah, I got the tickets done. I was really annoyed. This morning was the first time I've had a really bad experience during this event. Don't get me wrong, I usually have a bad experience throughout PvP, but today was worse than usual. I don't know how anyone finds that shit fun. I should be more understanding than I am, but I just don't get it. Fjard, you should come and do my house. Come and do my crafting house, because mine sucks, and yours is really good. Somebody just kept killing me, and it sucked. And I was sad. Kivrin's on. Let's go to their lazy bear cabin. Autumn's Gate. All right. Lazy Bear Cabin. All right. Having tried myself to put snow all over this yard, I know how much snow you probably ended up using, and you have my... I am impressed. Let's put it that way. No, it was not you. Oh, wow, that looks really good. I like that. That's beautiful, Kivrin. What a great usage. And then your fridge, your stove. It's really striking when you first walk in, right? And it also makes the house seem so much bigger than it is. There's your shower, your toilet. Little faucet over here made out of a cheese knife and a drill. That's awesome. So where's the lazy bear? Let us find the lazy bear, unless the lazy bear does not exist here. Maybe they're just a namesake. But I kind of want there to be a sleeping bear somewhere. Oh, well. That's beautiful. I like it very much. You did a nice job with it. And I like also that you changed the exterior. Oh, really? They're two different places. Ciro is far less sucky. Because there's so much more space, you can avoid people pretty much, almost always. But gorgeous. Let's do, wow. I'm not sure I can do all this. I'm low energy today, trying to do what I can. We'll do saikom. Even a witch needs to relax. A cozy bungalow in the marsh, equipped with water feature, reading nook, plenty of food, and a small viewing garden in the back. Enjoy. Under construction saikom. Icy is horrible. It is the most I mean, Imperial City, even in the game, was completely confusing as hell. Then you add to it that it's destroyed, and that it has multiple layers that are not accessible between each other. That's the part that gets me. The fact that you cannot go from down on the ground up to the second floor for anything is so confusing. You have to go down back into the sewers and take a different place. Oh, look at that. Up or down, in a different ladder up in order to get to the next part. That's true. This is quite pretty. I see what you mean. It's a place for a witch to relax. And that's just what I mean. It's just, it pissed me off so much when I finally realized that that's what I was doing wrong, is that you had to go through a different gate or a different ladder. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you set it up that way? Nobody wants you to leave. Water feature. Like, that's a terrible arrangement. Why would you do that? And then, you know, all of these sewers that, if you're lucky, you run into somebody from your own. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it's like in IC, but no, Cyrodiil is not the same thing. Cyrodiil is at least... Hi, Marin. Beautiful. Nice job. I think it is very cozy. I think you did a good job. I want to show you, I copied somebody. I want to show you that I copied someone. I'm going to go to my Topol and I forget who it was, but they did it over here too. Somebody put the lightning bug right next to their... Sorry. Tapering off. It's part of why my brain isn't working this morning. I have to probably go soon. But this is what I was talking about. See? I was so pleased. That made me happy. Just a little thing. I just don't enjoy it at all. It's just not fun to me. I don't like the idea. I don't like killing people. I'd rather kill an NPC, right? I just have no desire to kill people. Anyway, that's it. Only thing going on was that small change. Alright, exclamation point potato for PCNA and PCEU only. Make sure that you're entered. Because I have very little energy and I'm going to wrap it up soon. Let's do... Here we go, Gorak. They wanted us to only go at night, so this is the time to do this one. effort into my stream. I'm limited. My endurance is very low for everything that I do. And some days I can hold on longer than others. All right. I see why they wanted us only to go at night. I mean, I have to take breaks. That's why I... Look at the colors. That's why I did a bunch of streams offline, because I can take breaks. Whereas, you know, once you're streaming, you can't do that. What are you holding? Flowers. It's hard for me to do. I honestly have to try it. I have to like focus. But do you actually enjoy killing people? Because I don't. Because you know you just ruined someone's day, right? Or at least I feel that way. This is very pretty. It is almost, this is not for the DDA art installation, but it almost could be. It's so much, it's got like almost art installations in spots. Oh goodness. That's something. That's neat. So they used the, one of those Nedic orbs in the middle, so it actually distorts everything. So it looks like it's moving more than it is. That's crazy. I like that. Gorek's always so good at working with light and color. Oh wow. Look, he's got all these different colors being picked up by the fabricantry. Probably hidden lights. Ooh. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. That's masterful, because not only do you have the rainbow, but you also have this white light that's emanating off of her at the top. She looks like she's just glowing. It's really beautiful. That's skill, man. And that's it, we're out. Oh, of course there's a difference, but I mean, I don't like it either way, though. Let me see who else is on, because I'm not feeling well. J-Heart. I am behind. Sorry about the dropped frames.